Right, hello again you two, welcome back to more From the Depths. You join us, taking the fight to the Grey Talons. We managed to successfully fend off some of the things last time. We've also destroyed the Twin Guard for good this time. So we're doing our usual run and grab on their territory. Try and get some, what do you call them? Try and get some bases set up. I think we do have a...
Listening.
We've got a repaired sifter ready to go, so we'll send that up.
Moving out. Listening.
I guess that one can go to there preemptively.
Listening.
That one's destroyed, that one can go back for repairs.
Moving out. Listening.
One of you should be a... I thought one of you is a repair one. Yeah, structure one's taking that part.
Receiving.
We have to retake this section quickly.
Receiving.
I believe the enemy has moved into this square, or at least they were there. Just imagine they're not capturing, so they can't be in that square. Let's move up to there. Push back up on them. We're currently fighting the Grey Talons over here. We do know where their base is, roughly. Over here-ish. But actually destroying it was too much for us on our first attempt.
Receiving.
It is quite solid compared to the other faction headquarters. Like a lot more dangerous.
Moving out.
Skyrays aren't going to stick around. We need to catch territory quickly. We don't want the Steel Striders taking the gathering points because we can't get them back. Oh, there's the fight.
Receiving.
We pulled it to us. It's a Morning Star. I believe that's quite small. We should be able to take that. Doesn't really matter which way the patrols are facing, so they don't need any fancy coordination. All they really need is lots. Okay, no, that is a little bigger. Oh, this is the one off the menu screen. Oh boy, we may have an issue here. Yeah, this is the one off the loading screens. I remember this thing. So a quick sip of water. It is still... We're through the heat wave. Well, we're through the worst of the heat wave, but it's still very hot over here. Where I live. Britain does not normally get this hot at all. Yeah, we did have... we did indeed get record-breaking temperatures. The day a few days back when I mentioned that we'd had really hot temperatures. It was indeed past 40 in some places, and some places you might be like, that's 40, that's not that hot. For us, it's like, yes, that's hot. Okay, we downed it. A lot of guns on that thing, quite nasty, but I would guess the EMP from the flytrap. I would guess focus much more on firepower than defense. Oh yeah, the torpedo variant of the trolls are going to be able to hit it. Making quite swift work of that particular target. A little stealth hydrofoil thing he's striking again, it would seem. Again, for me, very basic. They do seem to have a good record, these guys. Whether it's just a missile alpha strike. They have got very good tracking missiles. They are very hard to evade. Which was deliberate. We did build them for the lightning hoods after all.
Receiving.
First mixed fleet is capturing. I guess we could also start to pull some of these units back later. Let's get a refinery set up. This is one of their choice resource patches, so we do want this. And we want a full-on refinery on this one.
Listening. 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 Moving out.
Oh, run out of resources. We have. I have another 200k to get that finished. Right. Stingers move up to there. As I said, we want to capture it quickly so they can't retake the territory. Or rather, so Steel Striders can't take it. What we do need over here is... we need a new radar balloon, basically. Because we lost the old one.
Moving out.
Can very slowly move. At least we put one up. I'll cover us for a bit. The repair also this is very slow. Very slow, I mean, it's crawling. These might as well be under repair. There is a gatherer there, it can repair them.
Listening.
I'm sorry, speed? You guys are seeing that, right? Speed 3,310 meters per second.
Moving out.
What? Oh! I know what's happened here.
Moving
It
out.
got yeeted. When it was destroyed, it got like yeeted across the map at like supersonic speed, and that was the last speed the game saw the radar balloon move at. It thinks the radar balloon is supersonic now.
Moving out.
Whee!
Moving out.
Oh, they got 2 bases as well? HQ and...
Moving out.
Okay. So factions can have multiple bases. That's interesting to know.
Moving out.
Well, we've been granted the gift of the supersonic radar balloon, apparently. We might as well use that to capture. That is probably cheesing it a bit, but it's so funny. I have to at least try that.
Listening. Listening.
That is not an issue I thought I thought we'd have.
Moving out.
Oh, you should go down to there and
Listening.
start deploying gathering on that. You two can go up
Moving
and
out.
capture.
Listening. Moving out.
Oh, dear. As I said, this game never fails to amaze me sometimes. Right, I think we can accelerate for a minute as well. The second Skyray fleet is undergoing repairs. We'll
Listening.
grant this gatherer a whole bunch of commodities. We've got lots. We need to use them. We're going to get a new faction meeting in some time anyway. So
Listening.
let's repair the Skyrays. Now, they weren't alone able to destroy the, I guess it was the Dread Throne or the headquarters. I'm not sure which. But alone, they weren't enough. So whatever we do,
Moving out.
we'll need the new airship fleet to destroy it. Maybe even both.
Receiving.
Where was the first mixed fleet? That was it.
Moving now.
I think the mixed fleet is going to begin to push its way up, and we'll have the second Skyray fleet support it. They will still fight, but they're not going to be enough on their own. We're going to need the help from the newer fleet
Listening.
and the increased firepower from the larger ships on the ground. We also need to put a gatherer back on there. That'd be an excellent forward base. They're gone. I was going to say, they wandered off there. Right, what was it? Control caps lock? No. Shift caps lock. Nope, that's shift tab. I know there was a key to snap the camera, but I guess maybe it only snaps the missiles? Oh, that must be some salvage from earlier, I guess. But yes, let's see what they've got. That looks like it's been lasered quite hard, actually, among other things. So we've got a flying boat, like an super atlas. And, oh, a battle axe, right? Great axe even, yeah. A great axe at this distance and the speed the Skyrays move at, not a threat. I don't think, anyway. That thing, also probably not a threat, but more because it's getting its backside handed to it. I forget we've got fearsome missile barrages with these three. They're firing missiles back, but it looks like the decoys are pulling them away. The Great Axe just drew 3 missile barrages there. That's the short straw. That's about what I expected. I think we got him. Now we're pushing them back.
Moving out.
Let's push forwards and take territory while we're at it. We will try and move up fairly swiftly towards the Dread Throne. At least if we can knock that out, that's half of their sort of bases in the region dealt with.
Listening.
Skyrays, you're going to capture the thing at Thanatos. You guys can go up to there. The rest of you are all capturing things or on the way to capture things. I'd say we're fairly full set. Base that over there. We can focus our attentions this way for now.
Receiving.
I'm going to spawn in that repair also to see if it actually can do a speed faster than 6, because It's never going to arrive if that's as fast as it goes. If we pull it there, at least it's up to 7. That's a slight improvement. It really is just that slow, huh? Okay. I suppose it is a starter craft. We probably shouldn't even be using those, really. At this point. They are horribly out of date. They did good work for us. I'm not going to say they didn't do good. Oh. Hello, the Steel Strider's base. The dockyard. ICBM facility. That's not concerning at all. Command Center, AA Cannon, Liberator Cannon, Guernsey. That's a ship, I believe. Yeah. It's a reasonable sized ship. Norge is another. Okay, so they basically got 2, I guess, cruisers, heavy cruisers. Base and a few static cannons. So that's going to be fairly solid when we come to attack that later, I imagine.
Listening.
Yes, the
Moving out.
glitch balloon is going to go over here.
Moving out.
Glitch balloon. That bombardier has stopped in sheer confusion at whatever it's seeing. Or just because it's not going anywhere, I guess. Oh, wanted to build... That's interesting. Wanted to build Ascension for intercept job, but couldn't afford it. They're out of money. We've actually apparently destroyed their economy, despite the fact I didn't think we'd fought them that hard, or someone else has potentially hit their economy.
Listening.
Yeah, over there. Let's go. Accelerate a little bit over there.
Listening. Moving out.
Base transport scouting for us. Oh, there's another base. Okay. Salachi Industries headquarters. That's going to be a... Oh, that's big. Okay. Iceberg Logistics Hub. Munitions factory. So there's not much there. Okay, so there's a main base there. There's a main base here. It's the coal power plant on the... It's got some buildings. They've got a lot more surface bases, the Steel Striders. That's kind of interesting. Okay. This is still pootling along. Oh, second main fleet should be moving up. Good work, fellas. Continuing to capture stuff. Over here, yep. Try to keep a bit of an eye on both, having to split focus a bit. Ah, the Armus Caverns. Oil pools, that's good. We'll happily have those. Our ships are fueled with a slightly odd mix of fuels and whatnot, but let's push inwards. We'll capture those two, and then we'll dive on them. Actually, if we captured that one, we'd be in range for self-repair, right? That might be an idea. Yes, one moment. I will just save quickly. Okay, and I think I've got a split recording, so one moment. Alright, and we're back. Yeah, we might try and capture this square first, maybe, because if we get that square, then we can repair during the fight. Or actually, we might be able to do that anyway. I'm not sure how far away or close we have to be. Tell you what, you... that one. Sky rays... I guess you can move up to there. We don't really have to move yet, but...
Moving out.
I should tell you what, you guys...
Moving out.
Move to help. I don't think we get penalised for flying over Steel Strider's territory. They'll give us a bit of a recon sweep. Or we're friends with them, because, yeah, this must be fine, right? Because they can fly through our territory.
Listening.
Let's leave them where they are for now, because if they don't fight them, then they don't have to take damage, and maybe even this fleet can intercept them, potentially. They've got slightly odd priorities, but yeah, they're ignoring us, so that's fine. No complaints here. Yeah, are they coming to attack the Sky Rays? No, not you, not you. You stay on the point.
Listening.
You guys.
Moving out.
Oh, these two. Flail and a Bombardier. Don't think either of those are too bad. Yeah, they don't seem to mind. You just whiz over their territory and have a look. Materials factory. They've got a fair few bases.
Listening. Moving out. Listening.
But we do know where 2 of their main bases are, which is a really good start for fighting the factions.
Moving
I
out.
kind of don't want a headquarters jump to Steel Strider because I really like them. Like they're the realistic like faction. They're my favourite to look at. But
Receiving.
we do know it's a tactic that works. We do know this is a method that absolutely works to defeat the enemies. So defeat our enemies. So right. Anyway, you need to build a refinery. Granted, a couple of 100 resources to do it. Okay, resources to do it. Yeah, they're 100% trying to intercept the. They're intercepting the sky rays. Is there maybe some renown Whoa, okay. Maybe that's why, because they're coming to attack. Is there maybe some like renown mechanic that I'm not aware of, where like fleets like build up like a danger stat for like how much stuff they destroyed? Maybe I don't know.
Moving out.
Now this, however, looks like a big fight incoming. We're going to have to fight that one. We haven't actually sorted out that fleet's default positioning, so I've got to remember that these guys do need to be coordinated somewhat. Oh. They're going to be there. They're going to be there.
Listening.
You guys are going to be more at the back. This is going to be a little bit of a trickier fight, methinks, because there's a lot of them this time. But I have noticed the Grey Talons tend to be a little bit either very tanky or glass cannon. There doesn't seem to be too much of an in-between. Yeah, turn off that. We don't need that ugling up the screen. Right, what are we looking at in terms of their fleet composition? Apart from a lot of them, like a worrying amount. This thing... This is a combat ship? Flail. Oh, is it the barrels haven't loaded in yet? The barrels have not loaded in yet. Okay. Okay, this is covered in shield, so that's going to be a pain to hurt, and I'm seeing rail guns. That's not great. Those are never good news. This was the Atlas II that we saw earlier, effectively. That's not too bad, I don't think. That we destroyed quite quickly. That was very explosive. Great axes, we know. I'm more worried for the hatchets than the airships at the moment. I don't know what our priority target is. What is that thing? Iron Pelican. We destroyed one of those before as well. Maybe we even focus... I don't actually know. We probably do want to focus fire to some degree. What are you? You're the railgun one. Let's focus on the monsoon.
Engaging now.
Yeah, I'd rather not be railgunned. Oh my god, that was a fast response. I guess about 2 milliseconds, and they've energy cannoned it. So clearly they picked exactly the same target as I did. LAM systems in action. Yeah, you can stop focusing that one there, guys. That one's dead. Focus that. This has the most shielding and whatnot, so I think this one's the biggest target now. Oh, there's explosions coming from something, but I don't think it's me. It's that thing. AI dead. Next target, the Pelicans.
Engaging now.
Oh, explosions from underneath. The hatchet's pulling right under it. Might be pulling inside its defences. Oh, we lost the hatchet. AI dead on one hatchet. Not sure which one it is, because they both still seem to be firing. Both the airship prototypes are regarded as alive. There goes the particle cannons again. Every 30 seconds we get a shot out of those. Yeah, I think the hatchet on the right side's been... Yeah, it's been disabled. Let's get back on board and see if we can't re-enable its AI. And also, contribute to the fight. No, that's friendlies. Don't shoot those. Let's bring some of our firepower to bear if we can. We're still up. Airships are starting to take damage. We may have been ambushed here. Both hatchets down, not good. I would like to know what's destroying the AI. Is it the railgunner? Did we miss one? Because the hatches don't look damaged badly. Don't have EMP particularly though. What's hit us? Where is the AI? Check. I can't remember. Towards the back. It's there. It's gone. And yet, no obvious damage. Something has punched through the hull and destroyed it from the inside. I don't know what.
Engaging now.
Fight that one with whatever you've got left. I think the mixed fleet idea is still good, but I'm not sure how much longer this one's going to live. We may need some repairs. The Grey Talons are a mean bunch. That said, so are we now. The airships are still moving, they're still fighting. Clearly the hatchets maybe need a bit of an improved model to make them slightly less vulnerable to AI death. I don't know what's hitting their AI, but something clearly is. Because they're both AI dead, but the ship's barely touched. The alarm systems are still working. The ship's not even that damaged. Oh, they're repairing each other. Ah. Okay, so the airships are making themselves even more difficult to kill. I forgot they could do that. We'll give them some extra resources. We'd like to win this fight. A mid-battle resource injection. Hatchet's back online, excellent. Hold it. Guys, come on. You can't be doing that. That's how you get yourselves killed early. Look good. Damage done? Even if it didn't do much damage, it looks good. Definitely explosions reported. I think we just knocked out a turret. That was less good. Yeah, we're on the hatchet that's firing. Let's move over to the one that isn't. Bring the AIs back online. Don't lose our finest cruisers to a little bit of their AI being shot. I might, depending on when this battle ends, I might very well go into the designer and quickly do we'll do a quick Mark II improvement. Toughen up the armor around the main shell. Make it a bit harder for the AIs to be knocked out. Maybe add some more surge protection around it if it hasn't got any. Also, we can bring our own guns to bear, because we do still have guns on board, and we can operate them manually. Excellent. Ooh, good shot. Flail impacted. Taking a chunk out of it. Flail is basically the airship equivalent of a monitor. One big gun. Partially working. That was the other thing that we could add to the hatchet. It doesn't have self-repair, I don't believe. Or at at least it didn't have particularly good self-repair. It might be worth adding something like that to it.
Engaging now.
Hey, that's more like it. Yeah, those particle guns are good. They are definitely working. They are our what do you call it? Our armor cracker, I guess. The one that puts the holes in the big tough targets. Let's add our own firepower to the mix. Maybe not, since we don't seem to be landing hits on it. Okay, maybe they'll be able to take on the base. I do think we do want to do that improvement to the hatchets, though. We'll do that as a quick thing. Before the episode ends, we'll do a quick overhaul of the armor scheme around the AI components. Maybe swap them to heavy armor. We've got the resources, even though we are burning through resources at the moment, but we'll have a meeting coming up soon, so we'll be able to restock again, depending on who we pick for our opponents. And we are refining more. We're building more and more actual refineries, so there's a little thing over there still running. Ah, and our second hatchet's back online. We've prepared it. That was probably a waste of the big gun on that little thing, but whatever. Oh, look at that. Perfect synchronized stop above the water. The twins, those two. Right. Enemy downed. Let's...
Receiving.
well, we know they have two bases, actually, so we shouldn't actually be too reckless here. We should be a little bit cautious. Oh. We'll start that fight, however, in the next episode. Hopefully you've all enjoyed this episode. No, wait, no. We're not done yet. We've got to do the, we've got to do the upgrade quickly. We'll do that before we end the episode. Okay. Main menu. In menu. Design mode. Follow the default. Right. Hatchet heavy cruiser. Put me in the chair. So, the AIs getting shot out is a known issue with these things, so we need to reinforce it. Where is it? It's here. Okay. Is it not? Oh, it's not heavy armor on the top. Well, that shouldn't be like that. It's heavy armor everywhere else. Oh, we do have to be a bit careful not to accidentally detach the radar mast. That would be a bad... Right. Right, so let's uncover the AI core completely, and the top of this should absolutely be heavy armor and a side of surge protector all the way across the top, I think. I think EMP is going to get even worse as we go along, so... Slightly change the top of these ships' shape. But in exchange, we'll reinforce it to a heavy armor. And what I think we'll do is we'll go like 2, 3, there. Sides will simply go to those. We don't add too much heavy armor because we don't accidentally start this thing sinking. Don't know how much extra weight we're adding. Okay. That should make the AI notably harder to kill, which again has been a bit of a problem with it. Still floating okay. Is there anything else we could do to improve this thing? Oh, that was it. Improve self-repair. It has saved us so many times already. I'm not convinced these are self-repairing at all. They should at least absolutely at least should have something. So we'll go for that. If we need a lore reason to explain why our ships are suddenly getting so much better at fixing each other, well, we did just defeat the Twin Guard. I like to think we'd get something out of their archives. This will be the 16 Hatchet Heavy Cruiser MKII. Alright, and with that, now we'll call the episode. Hope you've all enjoyed. Check out the link in the description. I greatly appreciate you guys' comments. There's been lots of them recently. I do love it. I like reading them. I like getting the suggestions. And I'll see you guys all again next time. Goodbye.